Hello, and welcome back to Guardians of Parna, Episode 4, where our heroes have continually been tested in their trials to become the Guardians of Parna. Where we left off last week, the group, after slaying the trolls, took the body of their dead compatriot Chitter, and after feeling a charmed, tugging feeling, found their way to Revorhu's sanctum, where he met them and gave them his charge to kill Tractyl the dragon, Gargon the frost giant, and Phaemax the beholder, all with their plans to attack Parna. Upon doing this and invoking a health generation, extra health for the party, and giving them a blessing, he revived Chitter at the persuasion of Zan Falcon, and the group then slept, got into a nasty fight with an Umber Hulk, and then found their way cleverly through a pin wall trap using a certain rowboat from a certain robe, and have found themselves where they are currently. They have looted the fifth body of the past guardian, and upon looting and getting ready to leave, are met by two spectral ghost entities. And that is where we will pick up for now. So everyone gets to go ahead and roll initiative.
Don't forget, click your tokens.
Too late. I guess I'll just have to roll again.
It's already starting. I'm getting bad rolls.
Okay, do you guys want me to put your rolls in there, or you want to re-roll? You can re-roll, it's fine. Alright, excellent.
I can't believe I re-rolled the same exact roll.
That's pretty good.
At least you got it on initiative and not like during an attack roll.
True.
Okay, so you guys pick through the loot, and Chad, you're on top of your tiger feline friend, and you guys just see these two spectral entities at both ends of the cave appear. Chad, what would you like to do?
I don't know if these are bad. I guess they are. Usually spectral entities are a good thing. So I'll negotiate with kindness again. I'm going to jump off my tiger, move towards Unity, and begin diplomatic discussions. Sorry.
Is your great axe magical?
I think it's pretty magical.
Does it have magical properties?
Technically, no.
So 16 hits. Go ahead and roll damage. You swing and can't find purchase through the spectral entity.
I don't have the ability to make my weapon magical. I don't have anything to cast on it.
Okay.
So I'll look at it like, damn it. And I guess I won't take my second attack that I get now that I'm happy about.
Okay. And then you're staying put?
I suppose so. I'll just sit here and look at it.
All right, Chitter.
Okay, Chitter is gonna, let's see. He's gonna try his short bow at the one by Chad.
All right, 26 hits. Is it a magical short bow?
Mm-hmm.
So your arrow through it.
Womp womp. That is all.
All right.
Is it my turn?
I think
It
so.
is your
X.
turn. Sorry.
I think you can X.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and seeing that the axe isn't making contact, the arrow did nothing. I'm going to go ahead and drop out of tiger form as my bonus action. And then I'm going to produce flame and hurl it at the one that Chad went after.
Okay.
It's a 10.
Yeah, so you produce your flame and try to spin it at the creature, and you go just right, hit, again, scarring up the wall of the cave, and you cannot hit it.
Then I will take my movement to go ahead and just back up, put my back against the wall right here.
Beowulf.
All right. I'm gonna have Beowulf will use Eldritch Blast, but he's gonna form two beams to form two attacks towards the spectral right in front of Chill, or right next to Chill.
Okay.
Do I need to roll once more for a second beam?
Go ahead and roll damage on the first one. All right. So you get so you can do it twice, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right, then yeah, you can do it again. That'll hit as well. Yeah, so you throw up your both of your hands, dealing force damage, and the creature does take it, and you hear this as it reels in pain.
Beowulf jumps up and down. It's like, "Hey guys, I hit it!"
Is that all for you?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. The spectral entities going to make their attacks. The one is going to attack at you, Chad. So it's a natural 19, so 24 to hit.
That hits. Just barely.
So you take 21 points of necrotic damage as the creature reaches out and touches you, and you just feel this pulse of energy through your body. The other one is going to... Can you give me a charisma saving throw for Chill? So, unless I don't think it's proficient, so D20 plus his charisma.
There was no saving throw on the necrotic?
No.
Okay.
Is there any status effect like disease to the necrotic?
You can't tell from right now. Chad just felt this chill come through him, but there's nothing that you can really see.
And is that plus his charisma modifier?
Yeah. Be a D20. Do a D20
Sorry.
minus 2. That's okay. Nice. So you see as this other entity starts to seep into Chill, but remains the same and is unable to move into his space and remains where he is. It is now your turn, Enna. At the start of your turn, I would like you to make me a wisdom saving throw. All right.
I did not like that face you just made.
Okay. So you are now frightened by the creature. You guys watch as Inna's face, 84 years old in half-elf, so not too old, but her face starts to gain wrinkles and her hands start to shrivel, and she begins to just take on what looks like 10, 20, 30 years in age in the matter of seconds. And Enna, you feel much older, and you are now frightened by the creature. You have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source is within line of sight. You cannot willingly move closer to the source of fear, which is the left ghost. So you can still attack, you just can't move closer to it.
Okay, so I had planned to move anyway. I was going to move down, kind of, away so that I had clear shots for everybody. But I can't move closer to that guy, so... If I'm here, Zombies, is that going to affect you at all?
Nope, you're good.
Okay, so technically I did not move closer to either of them.
No, you just moved down. That's fine.
Okay, cool. And so my next plan was Hunter's Mark on the one next to Chill.
Okay.
As a bonus action.
Okay. Yeah, he can be marked, I believe.
Cool, and then I'm going to shoot him.
With disadvantage, because you're frightened.
Yes.
So you go ahead and you pull, and it goes actually straight through, but doesn't hit anything or do any damage at all.
Okay, and I now have the ability to have a second attack, so I'm going to go ahead and let Chill have at him.
Okay. You can roll damage. So Chill goes to swipe, and it seems not to have much of an effect, although possibly some.
Okay, that's it.
Zan Falcon. I would like a wisdom saving throw from you, good sir.
Okay.
Yeah, so you feel this chill at the back of your neck start to creep up and immediately dissipates. Yeah, you were fine.
All right. I'm going to move up to right behind Chad and pass him a +1 club. Now, is that going to be considered my action or bonus action?
Yeah, I'll give you a free action on that. You can pass it to him as long as he's taking it, that's fine.
So, Chad, be sure you equip that +1 club. It's magical. It's not great, but it's it should be okay. 1 second, I'm sorry. I'm taller than Chad. I would like to take my +1 dagger and hurl it at the specter that's right in front of him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage. Make sure to click on your 20. Click on the dagger +1 in the chat, and it'll roll damage. Oh, that's okay. So yeah, you chuck it over Chad's head, and you actually see, and it does pierce into the entity.
That's it.
Okay. Chad, back to you, top of the round.
I have a new +1 club. I'm going to swing at this guy and see what happens.
Go for it. Yeah, that'll hit. Nice.
It's substantially greater than my great axe at this moment for this particular encounter.
Yeah,
My new battle cry.
You go ahead and
I didn't hear it.
you, as you're saying that, whack, and you just hit it right in the side.
That was my battle cry.
Okay.
And then you have a second attack, right?
Indeed I do, that I just forgot about that I'm going to remember right now and do it again.
Go for it.
That's also part of my battle cry.
Yeah, that'll hit. Nice. Yeah, so just whack, whack. And the creature is starting to kind of shake and do a little bit of wibbly wobbly. Is that all for you?
I'm going to go ahead and rage just because I should have done that at the beginning, but now that I didn't, I'm going to do that now because I'm angry that it's not dead yet.
Very good.
Well, more dead, I guess.
Got it. Okay. Shitter.
Alright, so can I try to mimic the tiger sound and try and intimidate it to run away, maybe? Can something like that be done? Okay. So I'm gonna post the mimic here. And what do I need to roll? Deception?
Yeah, you would make a deception check.
Let's hear it.
I did this last time.
Do it again.
Rawr!
Okay. Currently, from what you can see, no effect, but you're unsure.
Great.
I feel pretty good because I think it's Zinies.
Such a sad sound. Okay, and is that my action? Or
I'll say that could be a bonus, so you still have an action.
okay, so I'm just, might as well try.
Yeah, that'll hit. All right. Cool. You watch as this time the arrow goes through, but not as quickly. It seems to have left a little bit of damage.
And I'm dead.
All right, Zinese.
All right, let's try this again. Since Chill's not having much backup over there, I'm gonna try to produce flame at that one. Does a 14 hit?
It does.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
Nice.
6 fire damage, no resistance.
Yes. You watch as your flame starts to burn away, and the edges of the creature are now starting to dissipate and flicker much faster.
Bonus action. As a bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and cast Healing Word on Chad. I can only cast as high as a level 2 right now, so I cast another spell. So you get 7 hit points back.
Is that all you're doing?
That's action and bonus action. Yeah, because I'm not taking movement.
Okay. Beowulf, back to you.
Alright, Beowulf's gonna charge up another Eldritch Blast with 2 beams at the one in front of Chill.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit. Alright, second beam. Yeah, so you put your hand and you blast off a beam, and it takes it, and a chunk of its shoulder now just dissipates. It's looking super rough. Your second beam comes up, and you just barely miss it to the side.
Alright, and I'm not gonna take Mimic.
Okay. The ghosts are going to... let's see here. The ghosts are going to attempt to reach out and touch friend. That's a miss on Chad. What is Chill's AC?
15.
He got 16. So goes out to touch Chill. Chill takes 18 points of necrotic damage as the entity reaches out and touches him, just like boops him on the nose. But you can see this like wave of energy course through the wolf and just like shudders, unsure of what happened. Yeah, and they're gonna stay put. So it's now your turn, Enna.
Okay, so I now have the Cure Wounds spell. Is it possible to go ahead and have Chill move away?
Yeah, he can.
Okay, so he's going to move closer to me.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on him
Okay.
at level 2. Okay, so that was my action. How does that affect the whole second attack kind of thing.
You asking for you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, if you take your action to cast, then that's it.
Got it. Okay, then I guess I'm done.
Okay. Zan Falcon.
Let's see. Chad, what's your HP?
I'm at 36 right now.
Out of 60 something?
Yeah, 64.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and target Chad since I'm right behind him and I can reach out and touch him. I'm going to pat him on the top of the head and cast Cure Wounds. Sorry, one moment. I'm trying to see if I can cast it at a level 2.
If you have a second level spell, then when you click Cure Wounds, it'll ask you what level you want to cast it at, and then you just select level 2.
Like that?
You disregard the not. Did you cast it as a level 3 or as a level 2?
I selected level 2, and that's how it rolled out. It prompted me twice.
Okay, no. Then he would just take the top 8 and then the first 8, so he would get 16.
And I don't believe I have anything that gives me any bonus actions. As far as movement right now, I feel content standing behind a dwarf that's shorter than me.
Okay.
You can do this.
Then it is that dwarf's turn.
I feel happy.
Before you start your turn, can you give me a wisdom saving throw?
I can.
Yeah, so you feel that same cold chill start to come up the back of your head and immediately dissipates as well.
Oh wait, did the first one hit? Did the first one? It didn't kill it, did it, or did it?
Oh, didn't kill it. Did a heap of damage. The 11 is a miss.
Okay. If the 22 hit, I would have moved, so I wouldn't have swung that. So, I mean, if the 22 killed it, I would have moved. And plus 2 damage.
Okay. And so that's it for you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Chitter, you're up.
Okay. With even more gusto, a big growl at the one in front of Chad.
Okay, make another deception check.
You
Yeah, no effect.
This music is perfect.
Alright, fletch an arrow.
All right. That's a hit. Okay. That doesn't kill it, but it is looking rough.
Alright, that's all for me.
Okay. Zines.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna continue wailing on that one.
Okay.
I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna do a firebolt this time.
All right.
21.
That'll hit. Yep.
13 fire damage, no resistance.
Yeah, so you go ahead and cast off your firebolt. Goes straight where you want it to go, straight through the spectral entity, and as the fire goes through it, it just like a little piece of paper, just dissipated, and that ghost is no longer around.
Fantastic.
Good job.
I'll go ahead and I'll give Chad another healing word.
Okay.
I feel pampered in this dungeon.
Only gonna do it. Well, yeah. I'll go ahead and do another level 2. So you get 8 more hit points.
Just be glad that I remembered that I can heal.
I am currently 60 of 64. I'm pretty good right now.
Nice.
And then that's it for you, Zinese. Farewell.
It's like I got my own little dwarf in my pocket here.
Alright, I'm gonna move over so I can get better sight on the one in front of Chad. And I'm gonna do another 2 blasts, or 2 beams of Eldritch Blast.
Alright, that hits. How would you like to kill him?
Beowulf charges his hands backward and just starts chanting Kamehameha and just blasts him in the face.
And the entity disappears with spectral matter just dissipating everywhere.
I want him to do the actual Kamehameha.
Yeah, what does that sound like?
Come on, do the whole cheer. Do it.
There you go.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
Okay, so initiative order ends.
Wow, Chad came out like a bandit.
Mind if I hang on to this club?
Oh, be my guest.
Cool.
Chad, do you want a shield while you're at it? I don't know.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm going to walk over and attempt to see if I can perceive anything about this spectral dust or whatever was, see if there's any remains, and grab my dagger while I'm at it.
Yeah, you can definitely retrieve your dagger. Go ahead and make a nature check.
Beowulf will do the same to the other one.
Can I retrieve my
Okay.
arrows that went through?
Yeah, you can get about half as many as you
So
shot. And
FYI,
Farewell, you can make an Arcana check.
And Gabby, just FYI, I have a magic
that's true. I forgot.
thing that refills, so
There's
you
only
can
3
just
needy.
grab all of them and they'll refill them.
Okay.
Okay, so Beowulf, you can't really obtain quite the origin of these, or you haven't really seen them before.
Yeah.
But X, as you're kind of, looking at the dust and trying to, you do a little bit of a lick, a little bit of a smell. You do, these were ghosts. They were spectral entities that their bodies have died somewhere, and you don't perceive that necessarily they came out of this past guardian, but they're souls from somewhere, from something that were trying to get revenge for being wrongly killed.
Could I? I'm going to attempt to gather some of this dust and just put it in my bag.
You can probably get about. Do you have an empty vial?
That's what I'm looking at right now. I've got an empty sack. I've got a huge empty sack.
You did drink 2 potions. Did you have to keep one of those vials?
At that time, I did not know, but
If you
I have
like-
something you can use, but
I just know I quaffed them. I didn't really. I may have made the vials disappear and slipped them in a pocket or something.
you probably ate them.
Probably.
Or spiked the glass?
Yeah, if you didn't smash it, which from your storm giant, you probably just crushed it. But the other,
Oh yeah, that one was
the other one, you probably have a small vial. You can get a vial of spectral matter.
Cheers.
Hey, Boom, just before we get going, you're going to want to change my lighting back.
Okay.
But I will produce flame, though, so I do have some lighting. Yeah, I have 10-foot bright and 10-foot dim.
That's what I gave you.
Don't we have a goblet that's just illuminating the whole entire thing for us?
Yeah, you still have this backpack on Chitter's back that is just like streaming light out of it.
Oh, that's right, our beacon.
Our pillar of hope.
Saint Chitter.
Okay, so what would you guys like to accomplish? What would you like to do?
We came in from that direction, right?
You did.
From the left, yeah. Need to go down. And let's see, the tiger was in the front last time, but I'm gonna walk up beside Beowulf and say, what is this word you said earlier? I've never heard it before. The Kamehameha. What is that? Is that Elvish? What does that mean?
I picked it up in scrolls I read when I was studying with my master.
Okay.
They had a bunch of pictures and words. It's quite entertaining.
Let's check it out sometime.
But as I move up, I want to tell the group that I do see a torch off to the left in the corner, so we might want to go that way, might not.
We're going.
There's a fort. If back where we came from, wasn't there like another way to go as well?
I believe we also can go down further, if I remember correct. Oh, can I investigate to see if I see any more of those symbols that we've been seeing recently?
On where you're at right now, there is the cross with an X through it symbol on the cave wall where you're at right now, leading into the room you're leaving.
Oh, okay.
Boom, I would like to go ahead and summon my familiar. Shall I get started with that ritual?
Yeah, how long does that take? If you want to spend an hour, if you're just gonna sit down and just chill out, that's up to you.
Is it beneficial?
In the end, yes, but I'll hold off on this moment.
But you can cast it as a ritual for 10 minutes. Doesn't a ritual shorten it to 10? I don't know. I know it does in some spells. I don't know if it does for...
This says the conjuration ritual 1 hour.
Oh, okay. So it'd still be, an hour and it would just take less? It just wouldn't take a spell slot?
No, it's the thing that I picked up through the new feat, so I'm still only allowed to cast it once per long rest or whatever, but it still takes an hour for the cast. This is what I believe, how I read it whenever I took it.
Yeah, it'll take you an hour, and do you have those components on you?
Oh, I can't use my bard stuff like I do with my other ritual?
For this ritual, probably not. You would probably need to go through the actual festivities.
So then I can definitely keep my eye out for it.
Okay. Yep.
So, we good?
Are we?
Alright, well, Chitter, since I have the light, I'm gonna move forward a little bit and try and illuminate this hallway right here.
Yeah, I'm staying next to my dwarf buddy, even though I am not tiger form. I still know not to separate myself from my dwarf.
Well, I do see, or Beowulf mentions to the group that he does see some more of those similar holes that we encountered our big
Orc friend.
big friend that ran away. So we might want to be careful on going to the right.
So as you guys come down this tunnel, two on the map to the right, you do see that is where you guys chase the cloaker into. You recognize the room. And then to the left is the path that you took to Revorhu's sanctum.
Oh, no, it looks familiar.
Okay. Do we want to go up and left then?
Yeah, we should probably double back.
Okay. So whichever way you're moving, go for it. So yeah, as you guys start to double back, there's a giant rowboat that is just pin cushioned that you guys have to kind of shimmy around because you guys just left it in the middle of the cave. But you can get around it like easily. It's just there.
Do we need to test to see whether or not these pressure plates are going to go back off?
Well, there's still other ways we haven't discovered coming back or going.
Oh yeah.
So, have we been left to the right yet? To our right? That way. Left. This way.
I don't know if that right's going to take us back. Well, let's go. I feel like we should go left.
Can I check the cave cave walls for any more symbols? If there's a symbol on either
Sure.
one of these.
Yeah, if you guys are looking for the symbols, as you come back down this way, there are the heart symbols that led you to Revorhu's sanctum, which is to the left. So there are just heart symbols.
Okay. So that we've been left then?
Correct.
So south it is.
Haven't we been here too?
I feel like we're going to end up getting lost.
Yay. Well, we could always go back to where those mimic chests were and then make our way all the way back to the beginning.
But I think we've only found 5 of 6.
What about up in that... Wasn't there another way we could go when we were up in the tunnel with the arrows?
Yeah, I think right before we went down, we got out of the rowboat, there was another direction.
It might have been a loop, but we can go check.
Before we do that, let's finish over here because we don't want to have
Yeah.
to worry about those pressure plates just yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think this is where we saw the trolls.
We can always see if the rowboat handles another foray into the hallway.
So as Chitter leads the pack with his giant illuminated pack, you guys do get down to the area where you met the trolls, and their bodies are still there. But there is a tunnel where the second troll came from.
Were you the one that just pinged where that was at?
Yeah, down here is where the second troll came from.
So we have not been down there. So it's probably
Correct.
where
We haven't had well, I was dead, but everyone able to keep up?
I'm not leaving my dwarf buddy's side.
Just check.
Okay. So as you guys...
I've got like a hand on his shoulder.
Yeah,
He's
for
just
sure.
leaving me alone.
As you guys start to snake your way through, Chitter, you enter this giant cavern with lots of piles of bones that you can see. There's some rocks and a formation over in this area, and you can see a tunnel to the other side over here.
Can I inspect the bones to see if it would maybe the trolls that killed these things or something else?
You'll have to enter the room and get closer.
I wanna
Check for traps. Check for trap.
Yeah, I want to perceive right from here.
Go ahead and make a perception check from there. Okay, so you guys kind of scan around and you're looking for anything that'll hit you, anything that looks, like it's been put there for a reason. You don't see any traps.
So I'll continue over to the first bone pile and kind of...
Go ahead and make an investigation check. Yeah, there are lots of bones here, and you start to kind of sift through them a little bit. You see a club, like a giant club. You see some of these bones still have fleshy bits. This was definitely troll territory.
Beowulf looks over at Chad and's like, hey, do you want another club? This one's even bigger.
Bigger than you.
Does it look like a club that I could wield?
No, it's way too big.
I'm going to say no thanks.
Can we ascertain whether or not these are like kobold and goblin bodies that we encountered in the big trap pit room, the first room?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
And I'm investigating this pile.
You get the same sense, Chitter.
Cool.
You see another large club, and you do see at the very bottom some lootish kind of stuff.
I'm going in.
All right, so you just into the pile of bones. You take 1 point of piercing as the bones just it's like going into a really, really thick bush.
Hanging in a needle stack.
Yeah, you're just I want the stuff. But as you kind of clamber to the bottom of this bone pit, which is like a ball pit but made of bones.
It's my favorite.
Yeah, you get 5 gold pieces.
Worth it. I had a good time.
Can I see how deep this crevice looks that me and Chad are standing near?
It's actually a formation that goes up, so it's like a...
Oh, okay. It's a rock formation going up. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I see if there's a third club over here at this body pile?
You don't see one.
Chad, should we
That'll just be a
start
second
making our
club.
way to the hall?
I'm sorry, what?
We start making our way to the hall across.
Did I learn anything with my perception check?
Yeah. They're like many bones. Possibly, definitely. Definitely humanoid. Definitely all sorts of things. So yeah, some. I mean, you're not. There's no skin on them anymore, but definitely your guys' size.
Dwarf man, investigate these rocks.
Do they look like the other rocks? It just doesn't look like it was chiseled like before?
Correct. Looks natural.
Okay.
Thank you. Nothing left to do here.
Just say we continue onward.
I'm going to stop right here, and I see something, so I'm going to perceive.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check. What are you looking for? Anything? Just
Danger.
danger. So to the left, it looks caved in. You do see on the bars with the arrow going through it, sketched on the wall. You do see the pi symbol, and you do see out to the very far edges that the room opens up, and there's something that appears to be standing there.
Zen Falcon looks to the group and reminds them that the last cave-in that was caved in eventually opened up and we crawled through. He believes, should we check out the rubble just to make sure?
Let's check it out. Is there a hole between it and its ceiling, maybe? Or just a pile of rocks? Or what?
It looks heavily caved in.
Completely blocking the entrance.
completely blocking large. Yeah, where there's not large stones, there's little bits. All the gaps, looks like there's no real way through for anybody your size. So you're getting closer to the room, Chad.
Correct.
Okay, as you start to get in closer, and things come closer into view, you do see two of those holes from earlier. They look about 5 to 7 foot in diameter. And then you see several things just standing.
Kill it with kindness.
Things
Okay,
standing?
Are these them?
Yeah, those are them.
Okay.
And they're not moving,
They're on 2 feet. They're standing.
They're just standing.
but they're not moving.
Not that you can see. But you can't see that far.
I'm gonna move in and go slightly to the right and see what happens.
Okay.
Like there.
So yeah, as you get close to that one...
Is it animated at all?
Well, as you get closer to it, are you touching it?
I'm looking at it.
Okay. So yeah, as you look at it, moment passes, 2 moments.
I swing at it with my axe.
Okay, go ahead and roll roll to attack. Yes. Oh yeah, you just obliterate this thing. You just bring your axe up and the bones just scatter. There's a pile behind it here, and it just becomes a part of the pile. Just the bits of scrap metal that were on it just...
Yeah, I did.
Everyone go ahead and roll initiative as the others...
Ouch.
I like that my initiative now is, even with a 1, is a 9.
That's pretty amazing.
That's good.
Sorry for rolling his chill.
Does he have a better dex than you? Or a worse dex? Oh, you just clicked his token. That's okay. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Nice.
Okay. So as Chad obliterates the skeleton to the right, and the rest turn their gazes towards you guys, Zines, you're first in the order.
All right. I'm going to use the Rod of Absorption to cast a 3rd level Conjure Animals.
Okay.
And I would like 2 dire wolves, please.
Wow, okay.
1 right here, and then 1 just on the other side of it.
Where's the other one?
Right next to it. And they get their own initiative.
Okay, go ahead and roll them up.
I don't know why I did that. Just add 2 to that, so their initiative is 10. It's 1d20 plus 2.
Okay.
I'm going to tell them to attack anything that is not me or my allies. just for purposes on our part, the top one is gonna be Direwolf A, and the bottom one's gonna be Direwolf B, and I'll keep track of their health over here.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, they're going to attack the things. Cool. Okay, is that everything for you?
Yeah, that'll be it for now.
Okay. The skeletons, the spooky, scary skeletons, are going to attack. It's at this time that you guys notice they are wielding short bows. So they're going to take some pot shots.
Which one's attacking which?
Yeah, so the one up top is going to take a shot at you, Chad. It's a 23. Okay.
That hits.
You take 6 points of piercing damage. That one's going to also take a shot at you.
Does it have disadvantage because it's making a ranged attack with 2 people in melee?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. He rolled poorly.
Okay.
And then Zan Falcon's going to take a hit, and Beowulf's going to take a hit. Well, take an attack. We'll see if it hits. So that's a 22 on you, Zan Falcon.
Hits.
7 points of piercing damage. These rolls, and a 21 to hit you, Beowulf.
Hits.
6 points of piercing damage. As the arrow is but is now Chitter's turn.
Well, 2 can play at the bow and arrow game. Alright, so between Anna...
You'll need to move, probably move it past a little bit to get in there.
Fine.
Just a little bit.
Okay. Is this one moving around?
I mean, he just took a short bow shot.
That was the one. Okay, then yes. You will feel my wrath.
Okay.
Maybe.
That hits.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, you find it easily, and it seems to crack and hit some bones as it goes through.
Nice. Okay, that's me.
Inna.
Okay, so I'm going to move down just a little bit so I have a clear shot.
That'll hit. Which one was that? Oh, yeah. You hit him in the skull, and it just cracks, and the rest of the body falls.
Sweet. Okay, so my wolf can move 40, so he could get close to this guy. And take a bite.
Yeah, that hits. Nice. Yeah, you just watch as Chill comes up and just starts like tearing away at it, and the bits of bone have nothing to keep, and they just start like splintering off.
And then he lies down and he starts gnawing on them.
Nice. All right, so then it's Beowulf's turn.
All right, Barrel's gonna kind of gonna move out a little bit so he can get better line of sight, and he's gonna aim at the top one that took shots at Chad with Eldritch Blast, another 2 beams at him.
Roll damage. Okay.
Crap, my bad.
Yep. Yeah, so you and that one just obliterates against the wall as well. Bones scatter everywhere.
That's it for me.
Your dire wolves get to go.
Alright, so Direwolf 1 is going to attack that one.
Okay.
And he has pack instinct, so he gets advantage.
Okay.
So 24.
Yep.
So 7 damage. Is he still standing?
Okay. He's standing.
Then he has to make a DC 13 strength save or he gets knocked prone.
Yeah, he made the save.
Okay. Then Direwolf 2 will attack him. 22
Yep.
for 9. So
Yeah,
I use piercing.
Yeah, they rip it to shreds.
And then for movement, they are going to go ahead and just kind of surround the one over by Chill. I can't move him though.
Yep.
Yes, good boy.
Sand Falcon.
Do I have a line of sight to safely cast and hit that without hitting the wolves?
For sure.
Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and cast... you know what? I'm going to go ahead and cast Firebolt.
Okay. Damage. How do you want to get him?
I whip out my viola and I'm like, the devil went down to Georgia. Oh, wait, where's Georgia? Forget it. You're dead. And then just see erupts in flames, and the tattered clothing on him just burns and chars his little bones as he just crumbles into nothing and then kind of blows away in the wind.
Yeah. So the firebolt comes in front of your viola and just poof, and destroys this thing.
Nice.
Man, it feels good to be a caster.
And my wolves last for an hour, so they stick around.
There's so many animals right now.
I could add to the mix if you want it.
First we got this giant bird and a rat, now we got like 3 wolves.
Not a bird.
Yeah, she's a pigeon. Get her right. I mean, he's a pigeon. Get it right.
That's racist.
You can now move your wolves.
It's right.
Okay,
HR is
great.
going to have a talk.
You got to sit through that puppet show again.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go up and sniff Chill a little bit.
But can we see if there's anything with this one pile like the last one?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
I'll pass on jumping in that one.
Would anybody who's taken damage post their current hit points?
I'm at 32, but I have a question. When you say things, sorry, totally. When you say things like piercing damage and stuff, that just takes off regular hit points. It's just depending
Right.
on if you have, what's that word?
If you had like
some-
resistance, it
Resistance.
would half it.
Okay.
Yeah. So we just say, because like if someone put on that armor that's acid resistant and they take acid damage, they take half of that. So,
Gotcha.
yeah.
That was me.
So yeah, as we go more, because sometimes people can take, if it's slashing damage, I don't take any, or it just depends. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as far as you're concerned right now. Roll perception checks on the bone pile. Lots of bones, some armor scraps, but don't appear to be moving. There's just a lot of bones. Doesn't look like there's really anything of value in there. And the bodies look more like what you just fought and less like what was in the last cave.
I'm just going to pick up an armor scrap just because and put it in my bag.
Okay. You've got...
We light the pile on fire so they don't come back to life.
You've got one shoulder plate.
What's it made out of?
It is iron.
Should I send the dogs ahead to scout?
Could do that.
Yes.
Are you telling them anything?
Yeah, I'm telling them to guard us as we move.
Okay. As you move up, you see that the tunnel splits into two, way to the right and way to the left.
Can I go ahead and perceive if there's any wall markings?
You can look, yeah. Roll perception for that.
18? Sorry, I didn't mean to roll with advantage.
That's all right. No, not where you're currently at, but I'll note that.
All right, then I'm gonna have the wolves go up to one go to one go to the other, and have them see if they can have them sniff out and see if they can smell anything.
Okay. The wolves take a few minutes to kind of sniff for anything hinky, and they don't relay anything. So, nothing hinky that they know of.
We could split them up too. They're disposable.
Anybody have a direction preference?
Can we... No, the dogs. Okay. I feel like I wouldn't do a better job of checking things out than a dog, so...
Let's go left. And I'll still send the dogs first.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, I was going to ask, were we able to see any symbols on the walls?
Not right now.
No? Okay.
So the dogs scout past, going slow, sniffing, nothing. They give no signs of warning. You get into an opening, and there's an opening to the front. There's a tunnel to the right, and then what looks like another cave-in to the left.
Do they smell anything from either one of these caves directions? Sending one each a direction.
They look alert, but they're just standing guard.
From this opening, I'd like to see if there's any traps or anything.
Okay. Perception? No, you look up, and the cave goes about... It's close. It's only about 15 feet. So if you're 5 foot, only 10 feet, you can kind of take your torch, look up. No wires, nothing waiting to hang. You don't see any traps.
Since it looks clear to me, I'm going to move forward towards this body and chest.
Okay.
I would actually like to cast Mage Hand.
Okay.
It's a cantrip, and I'm going to use the Mage Hand to open the chest.
Okay. Yep. So as you get up close to the body, looks like the final guardian, still just kind of a skeleton, no fleshy bits, nothing really around, but it's just a full-length skeleton. And as your mage hand goes to open the chest, the chest is open.
I'm gonna peer inside and look, stand and see what's in there.
There is definitely some loot in there. You see a couple of potions. You see a scroll, a bag, and a nice staff.
I'm gonna have the mage hand scoop up everything and just put it in my bag.
Okay.
I say Beowulf tried running over to catch a glimpse at some of the loot, but the mage hand was too quick.
Well, the mage hand, I think, can only pick up 12 or 10 pounds, right?
Yeah, 10 pounds, it says.
So you successfully, you get two normal potions of healing.
Do not quaff.
You get a scroll. It tries to lift the bag and can't quite lift the bag. Gets the quarterstaff quite easily.
Beowulf picks up the bag and tries to start inspecting it.
Okay. Make an Arcana check. So you've seen one other bag like this before, and when you have studied these kinds of things, you've seen one in person. This is a bag of holding. So for anyone that doesn't know, bag of holding does not change in size no matter what you put in it. It's about, it has a 3x3 opening and can get as big. As long as you're thinking of what you're going to reach out, as long as it's in there, you will get it out. And it can hold up to 500 pounds, but still only weighs 15.
Man, I wish I could have picked that up.
Can Zines ask to see the bag?
Yeah, Beowulf would toss the bag over to Zines just because it's not shiny.
Okay, while I look at it, it doesn't. It just feels like a normal 15-pound bag, right?
Yeah, I mean, you got yourself a nice satchel-like bag.
Since it's weighted, but Zines doesn't, can open it and cannot see anything inside. Can she flip it inside out?
Freaking A.
Yeah, my wolves were barking. Sorry. What's funny is it's actually it's just a Chihuahua and a Sheltie.
I'll scare the trolls off.
Right now, they're just over here gnawing on femur bones, 2 femur bones.
That poor guardian.
Okay, so the mouth is 2 feet in diameter and 4 feet deep.
My hips are too big for that. Well, we can put Chad in it.
Could put Squeak in it, he just wouldn't be able to breathe.
Why do have a papoose?
So you turn the bag inside out, and nothing comes out, but it is turned inside out.
I think the universe just imploded.
Okay, since nothing.
No, I was making sure that doesn't happen.
No, since nothing happens, then I'll just go ahead and flip it right side back, and then just attach it to my belt.
Okay.
Since obviously Beowulf gave it to me, since it's not shiny enough for him. I'll toss him a gold coin as a thank you for it.
I'll gladly accept that gold coin.
And you don't know if breathing creatures can survive in the bag or not. You'll have to find out.
Let's test it. Your wolves are gonna die soon anyway, right?
Maybe.
Well, there's only one way left to go.
Get in the bag.
Get in the bag.
So X got the 2 potions of healing, the scroll. Which, are you going to inspect the scroll? I'll ask.
Right now, it's just set in my inventory as I started just identifying the quarterstaff right away due to my own idiot curiosity.
Well, as you just take a look, the scroll is labeled Detect Magic, and that is if you spend the spell slot, it is a +1 quarterstaff.
I'm gonna toss that over to the druid. I don't need that.
I'll catch it.
Okay.
And then I guess I will just... I'll go ahead and I'll put my quarterstaff in the chest.
Okay. Does your quarterstaff have any focus or anything? It's just a normal staff?
Correct. Normal quarterstaff.
Okay. So yeah, you can definitely play replacees and just put your staff in the chest.
You said +1 quarterstaff?
Yep.
Okay.
You don't want to put the other one in your bag? Just in case we need a stick to put in something?
I
That's
have
an
a
idea.
stick.
I will put it into the bag of holding.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
I have a
go-
10-foot pole.
Go ahead and just start your list for the bag of holding somewhere. And you now have a bag of holding with a quarterstaff in it.
No, you said that
Bless
scroll
you.
was Detect Magic. Was I able to actually read that? Because I can't read.
I mean, you think that's what it means?
Okay.
Am I able to look at that scroll? Because that's a spell I have access to, so I would probably recognize it.
I gave you the quarterstaff. What else do you want? You got a bag and a staff.
This is the first loot I've gotten out of everything that you guys have looted.
Give me 5 gold, and I'll give it to you.
I don't want. I was just going to tell you what it is and what it does.
Oh, it's a piece of paper. I can use it next time I go to the latrine.
All yours, buddy.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Onward to death.
Could investigate these rocks again.
Yeah, this side of the rocks.
We could also go back and check on the other pile of rocks.
Who was looking for symbols? Everybody?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, pretty much everybody.
Just
Okay.
looking around. checking.
So as you guys make your way up this tunnel, looking for traps, no traps, you get up to another fork. Go ahead and place yourselves. And you see a tunnel to the right and a tunnel to the left. The tunnel to the left has a symbol you have not seen. It is a giant sun that is gold. It is ornately carved with these little spiralies on the end, and all around it is a giant circle.
We should send Chitter with the beacon in there.
Which
up,
direction is that? Up?
Up.
Alright, Squeeze going first.
But Squeak, he doesn't have the beacon.
Yeah, but he's right, just right in front of me.
All right. So as you guys start to shuffle up, those of you that get up there, for the
Bill?
purposes, yes,
I lost my wolves in the dark.
I got them.
Thank you.
They're behind. They're chilling with Chill.
Chill.
Chill. So as you guys get up, you see that the floor of the cave turns into a tiled floor, and leads close shortly to just cave. Chitter, Bearwolf, Chad, anybody that can see this beacon, which I think is almost everybody but Zines, right from where you're standing. If you're not going to go in further, everybody gets to make a wisdom check.
Is there actually one there? Because I don't see it.
I don't see it either.
You don't see what?
A beacon.
Any special thing?
I've been ping. Just my ping is what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was pinging.
You said roll a what?
Wisdom check.
Nice. Oh.
Beowulf, Gabby, Chitter, Zan Falcon. As you look and start to perceive, you see that the cave wall just starts to fade, and a tunnel continues with tiled floor. And you see to the side an inscription that you didn't see before. But Inna and Chad, you don't see any. There's no change. It is just tile that leads to nothing, a cave wall.
I'm going to go ahead and relay what I saw and to the rest of the group that couldn't see it, and ask somebody to read me whatever the inscription on the wall is.
Am I able to read the inscription from where I'm at?
What languages do you know?
I know Common, Elvish, and Sylvian.
Yes, you can read it.
What does it say?
So as you get up and start to read it, it is in Elvish. It says, "Beware. I have hidden beyond this illusion a great and dark, very deep secret. It is known as the Underdark, and should only be traveled and explored by those seeking very specific things. If you find this, do not traverse further unless you have means."
So is it like a barrier, or is it like an endless hallway, kind of like? How would you?
To you, the tunnel continues.
Okay.
Because the cave wall is no longer there. It just continues. You can see there are some steps.
Are
And
these stairs, or is it like a tile?
right now it's tiled, and it leads further into the cave. But if you just not going anywhere, but if you just kind of peek down with dark vision or something, or your backpack, you can see stairs that lead down, and there's the description on the side in Elvish.
Alright, well, Beowulf relays what he has read to everybody, and he also tells that the tunnel does continue, so it's just that it is just an illusion, that we should probably continue forward.
I'm just going to shrug it off and be like, I think we should double check where we came from first.
Same. Chitter wants to nope out of there. Nope.
Chad doesn't really see anything, so he just turns around because there's nothing to do there. He doesn't really listen to what everybody said.
It's just a wall.
Chad and Inna, go ahead and make me survival checks. All right, so Chad, you still feel kind of turned around. You're just trying to figure out where you're going. Inna, as you've been just with your ranger knowledge, not being in caves often, but just your senses, you do feel that taking slight notes, you've discovered most everything that this tunnel system has to offer.
So I relate to the group that we've pretty much traversed everything down here that can be.
Beowulf looks at Chitter and is like, "I told you so."
So,
Chitter punches him in the face.
all right. As you guys kind of wind your way out, being careful, being stealthy, not trying to make too much noise. The wolves are still alive. You find yourselves back at the door.
Wait, the cave. Wait, the original entrance or the one the stairs?
You find yourself you kind of twist your way back, remembering you find yourselves back where Satine left you at the door that is currently shut.
What sorcery is this?
I feel like
I'm
we
gonna-
missed a piece.
No, we have the keys, remember?
Did we? Oh, we got one in that last room?
Yeah, I have one.
Oh, that thing.
Okay.
Can I go up to
Yeah,
the door and see if
definitely.
there's any holes to randomly put stuff in?
Make a perception check.
Is this on the map, or are we just imagination world right now?
Imagination. Yeah, so you do as you inspect the door, you see a triangular looking hole, you see a square looking hole, and you see a cylinder looking hole.
I take my golden rod key and just smash it on the triangle hole multiple times, trying to put it in, and in frustration, because it won't fit in the triangle hole, and it's round in a cylinder, I throw it on the ground and walk away.
Make a strength check.
It's gonna break it.
So you do this, and it just seems to bounce off every single time, and in your frustration, you lightly lay it on the ground and walk away.
Beowulf walks right up behind Zan Falcon with the triangle piece and just slides it into place.
Yeah, and there's actually little divots for the plate. So as you do, you hear and the triangle into place.
I sneer at Beowulf.
Beowulf picks up the piece that Zan Falcon dropped and puts that one into place.
My mouth is agape now, just like...
Magic.
Then he looks at Chitter and says, "You punch like a pigeon."
Roll strength for punch.
Do it! I got smacked in the head with this staff earlier. I'm still feeling that damage.
What's your AC, Cooch?
13.
Go ahead and you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
I believe I have a piece too. It was copper, and I see where I can fit it in there.
Yep. So you slide it in, it goes flush. A moment passes. And the door is open.
We did it. We won D&D.
We did it. Chitter runs out and starts kissing the ground.
It is still stone ground and tastes awful.
Delicious. Freedom.
I take it you're heading out.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys, we still have that spoopy place. But I'm not
the
alive.
Underdark?
Yeah.
So as we're leaving the tunnel, Anna was remembering that in the initial discussion about what we were getting into and all this, that that there hadn't been guardians for 500 years. And she asked the group if the bodies that we found, they had no meat on them, but did they seem to be 500 years old, dead?
I think early on I questioned that, and I came to the conclusion that they appeared old, really old.
Bones would be around for that long, though.
Yeah, like fossilized bones with I don't know, some kind of cloth on them. I don't know what would the
I don't think
aging
cloth would
process
be
of
allowed.
cloth.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on the humidity and stuff in the cave, but I have no idea because I've never been in caves really before. That maybe I can't remember. Maybe ask Chad. Chad's a dwarf. He'll know. Hey, Chad.
You hang around dead people.
You make things dead, Chad. What?
Yeah. Do you want me to perceive? Or history? Or what do you want me to roll up to
Perceive
see if I know
memories.
anything?
Could I take one of the femur bones from my wolves and look at it and see if I can date it?
Or as a hunter, is that something that I could do?
You can all make survival checks. Yeah, I mean, if you look the bone over, like, it looks old. It's super, dry. Seems like it's been down there for a long time. It's got some dust on it too. Like, they appear to have been down there for 500 years. Like, they're very old.
Okay, just make me.
What is it we were trying to figure out? Like, I know the age, but like if they didn't seem 500 years old, what were you trying to allude to?
Well, Emma's not particularly religious and doesn't, necessarily believe in deities like Ravorhu is claiming to be. So he or his follower, his Satine, had said that there hadn't been guardians for 500 years, and so if that didn't match up, Anna questions those things.
By the way, Inna, you are still 30 plus years old in your face.
Oh no.
And in your hands. You've aged by like 30 years.
I'm going to walk over to Inna and cast a spell. I'm going to give her a lesser restoration, which should fix that condition. Because that aging would be a condition, would it not?
The spell specifically lists what it can cure.
It says either one disease or one condition. Oh, wait. Whoops. Nope. Yep. I see it. Yep. Sorry. My bad. I'm good. Shut up.
So
that's the first thing. It's okay. That's the first thing I looked at too when that started happening to her.
So you don't cast it?
No. I just twiddle my thumbs and good luck.
Okay.
Is this something that a rest would take care of?
Oh, maybe if there's a duration.
Let's go talk to Satine.
And does it affect anything but my looks?
You feel older. Like, you feel just... you're 80, you live to be, I don't know, 100, 150 or so. So it feels like you've taken some age and some wear as you've grown up.
Okay, Chitter would like to address to the group about these 6 items in question that we were supposed to find. Can we review how many we have found?
We found all of them, didn't we?
Yeah, because we found all the bodies, but there were multiple things we found at each body, so, probably some of the more special items would be the ones that are the gifts.
Probably the chalice.
So, my armor of resistance, or the amulet I have, and I forget, or maybe Inna's quiver as well was one of the gifts. So that's about 3 of them right there. I can't remember the other 3.
Was the chalice on a body? Because I don't think it was there when you guys found it.
That was in the chest.
Okay, if you feel like we did it. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So you guys all, as you have this conversation, make your way back up the tunnel.
I see a big white circle and stuff.
Yeah, that's just so you have something to look at. It's not super pretty. This is all theater of the mind right now.
Gotcha.
But you all make your way up. Takes you, again, about 10, 15 minutes to go the various ways, but you remember it. And waiting for you at the top of the stairs is Master Satine with his hands clasped together. And as you emerge, he says, "You have done very well for your first trial, Guardians. You all seem to be in one piece."
I died, you stupid elf man!
And I'm not quite in one piece. Well, mostly.
She's old now. No one's gonna love her.
He gives you, Chitter, a strange look because you're now speaking words, which he didn't see before you came out. So he gives you a puzzled look. I do. What happened down there? I am only the keeper, but what What occurred?
We saw your god, and he's dead.
Beowulf just sits down on the stairs and just nonchalantly just points at Chitters like, she died, she became old.
I'm a man.
Oh, he died, and it became old, and we're live.
X, make a deception check.
Your god is dead.
Oh, it's hovered on that 18 just for a second.
He looks. I don't believe you. And if you died, how are you still here?
The power of friendship saved my life.
I have seen Revorhu do many things, but bringing one back to life has never occurred before.
I told him he'd better or else.
I don't trust anything you say right now.
Oh, it's
Fine.
fine. Revorhu did revive her.
Am I a saint now? Do I get perks? Are you going to, like, worship me, feed me grapes? I'm all for that.
Does Satine notice Chitter's glowing?
Yeah, the bright sun.
No, you don't become a saint. You are all still on your way to guardianship. Why is your backpack glowing?
It's not my backpack, it's me. I have radiance of life. New perspective, and I still hate you.
Deception check.
You all seem that your morale has improved being together down in the dark tunnels.
You
It's
learn
more
to
that it
appreciate
improved
you.
coming out of the tunnels and still being alive.
Indeed. Well, please, it has been a day or so since you went in, but if you need rest, you may have peace and refuge while you stay here at the temple. We are not an inn, but we do have comfortable living quarters, a working kitchen. You may use this temple as your home base, per se, as you complete your trials, tribulations, on your quest from Revorhu. In the morning, I will present you with your next task.
Satine, we need to have a little heart-to-heart, though. Speaking of those tunnels, you have an infestation with one rather large cockroach that seems impervious to anything and everything. And there's some fresh goblin and kobold bodies that were down there fairly close to where you sent us in at. So you might want to be on the up and up.
Well, the dark tunnels do seem to take care of themselves, and as I am not allowed to enter, I'm sure that things will take place while they are closed.
Are Satine's acolytes with him at the time? Behind him at all, or?
I mean, it's him, and there are others kind of in the background doing various things.
Does Beowulf see the one that was scolding him for the chalice?
Make a perception check. No, he doesn't seem to be around right now.
Drat.
Okay, so Chitter's hoping for another feast, and maybe he can bail out of this before things get too crazy, so he's going to start heading out.
Yeah,
Following Satine.
Beowulf's a little hungry, so he goes to the mess hall, or the gathering room.
On Beowulf's way out, I go up to him. I pull from my pack the goblet that I took in the very first adventure, hand it to him, and say, "You earned this. Good job in there, buddy."
I thank Chad, and I reluctantly but thankfully give him 5 gold pieces for the chalice.
I don't take it.
Okay, then.
Okay.
Can I go up to Satine and pick his brain, show him my book of summoning and chaos, and ask him if he knows anything about it?
Sure.
Will you read it to me?
So you approach with this book with a very happy look on your face, and he kind of looks it over. I don't believe that I have ever seen a book like that before.
Could he read it? Does he know what language it's in?
I'm looking. I am unable to read it, but I can tell you that it would fetch a pretty penny.
Does Satine, does your sanctum here, does it have a working library, maybe some scribes, anybody that runs knowledge and such?
Oh yes, of course. You have access to or the library and everyone to aid you in your trials and journey.
If we have time, I would like to ascertain knowledge from any follower that might have pertinent knowledge.
Okay. So you're heading to the library. Bearwolf's heading to the mess hall. Chitter, where are you going? You said you were just ducking out?
No, I'm gonna follow Satine. Hopefully he'll show us a bedroom or something where you can chill, private
Okay.
quarters.
What's everyone else doing?
Zines will ask where the sleeping quarters are and go find herself a private room.
Okay. So you go with Chitter. Satine will take you.
Is this map supposed to be completely black again?
I mean, outside of what you can see, yeah. We're just putting you in
Okay.
little rooms. Where are you going, Chad?
I want to grab a bite to eat and then go to bed.
Okay. So yeah, you guys make it to the mess hall. You go to the table in which you were prepared a meal before, and it is surprisingly empty. No one's eating. There's no food on it. Go ahead and roll investigation checks. It takes you a little bit, but kind of finding your way through the library, funny enough, and a couple of other places, you are able to find another eating hall where you can find some food very, very easily.
I'm going to grab a little extra.
Anna's hungry, but she's going to deal with rations because she's really, really tired.
Okay. So Zines, Chitter, and Enna and Chill and Squeak as Satine leads you. Yes, the quarters that we have are feasible and very nice in my opinion. And he takes you kind of towards the back of the temple, and there's a row of rooms in which you guys can see yourself too. And as you're walking, Satine will kind of ask you, Enna, how did you come upon your condition?
Oh, that was thanks to a ghost-like wraith thing.
I see. I'm sure we have someone that could take a look if you would like.
I would like that.
Well, find me in the morning, and we can find someone to help. So you're all shown to your various rooms that are yours. There's a bed, small table, dresser in each of the rooms. You can kind of place your things. There's a small lookout window. You can each have a glorious view of Parna. So if you choose to rest, you can make your long rest.
Is it alright if Beowulf gets drunk in the mess hall and just sleeps on the table?
It's gonna take you a while because they have wine. They don't have
He's a
anything
half elf, so he doesn't
too
need
hard.
full rest.
Yeah, you don't need too much. So yeah, it's definitely possible.
Alright, well, he makes his bed out of the table in the mess hall.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah, go ahead.
before you move past the sleeping quarters, I'm gonna be like, ladies, this is my room. Call you guys over.
Oh, so we all meeting in Chitter's room?
Nope, the ladies.
Oh, sorry.
Inna and Zines, before they make it to their room, they are called by Chitter Friend.
Cuckoo.
I go along.
I know it's scandalous. Guys, listen. I don't know about you, Tiger Lady, but we've been through some shiz today. And yesterday, and I'm thinking of bailing out of here. I gotta be honest with you.
Why? Aside from the death part.
I can talk now. I will be a hero among the Kenku people. I will lead them out of poverty into victory. I can have anything I want now, and I've been chosen as a guardian, and that sounds pretty cool on a resume. I think I'm good. I found a bunch of loot, found a bunch of gold, and I think I can make it.
You've been chosen as a candidate for a guardian.
They don't know that.
So you're gonna lie.
It's nothing I haven't done before.
A Kenku lie never.
I've never met a Kenku, but I've met humans, and they tend to lie. I was kind of hoping for more.
Me, my mom. My grandma.
It could be.
I don't know, you guys. I think I'm thinking of bailing. Why should I stay?
More loot. More shinies.
Many more shinies. I mean, this was just a cave. There are going to be towns with thankful people.
Right, and we're taking on a dragon.
You see, that's not helping.
Frost dragon. Yes.
Not the danger part. Not the danger part.
No. But you have to realize when most things come to great power like that, they've accumulated great amounts of treasure, and there's more of us than there are of them.
There's that, and that also means more accolades.
I'll sleep on it.
Imagine your resume after.
I'll sleep on it. Get out of here. Doesn't look good.
I'm going to find the nearest acolyte or helper person to take me to my quarters, and I'm going to crash.
Yep. They show you to the same hallway. You're shown to your room. Beowulf passes out on the table in the mess hall, and X before just so you guys know, it is like late afternoon, so like the day's not over, but you guys are wiped, so you can definitely go to bed early. Let's so X, as you are kind of you find the library, and you're able to find many scholars. It's quiet. They are deep in their books of study, some scribes, and you don't make some noise because you're not fully aware of, social standards. And so they kind of look at you, and you get kind of the library. Shh.
I loudly clear my throat, and I need your help. I'm a guardian. You guys have to help me. Satine said so.
Excuse me. Hello. And so this one starts to he comes near you. He's got a clean face. He's about the same size, but he's much burlier than you, and he starts to kind of take you by the shoulder. We can help. What seems to be the problem? You need to keep your voice down.
I'm really calmed down by them. So I asked him, I said, I've got this book, and it's a Summoning and Chaos book. I want to know if you know any knowledge about it, and if you can tell me value or use. Also, I have these 8 mysterious gems. I want to know if you know anything about those, and if you know anything about a vial of spectral dust that I have.
That's quite a lot. He takes the book. He starts to look it over. I would say this book would it's very depends on where you go. It would be 600 gold pieces in the range. As far as reading it, you don't want to read it. It's information, and there are some spells in the back that could be very... How about I take this from you, and I'm happy to compensate you.
I'll give it to you for 1,000 gold.
Make a persuasion check. I am of Revorhu. You are of Revorhu. I don't see any need to be greedy. Can I take it and you'll be compensated later?
No, I'm good. I'm going to hold on to it just for the time being.
All right. He looks over your gems. Those I can't identify, and I would need some time with this.
Okay, I'll give you the vial of spectral dust, and hopefully by morn you'll know something in the morning.
It might take a little longer.
Okay, well, I mean, I look like we're going to be in Revorhu's service for a little bit of time, so just don't forget it, or I'll come looking for you.
All right. If there's anything else I can help you with, let me know.
No. Just where do I turn in at?
He shows you to another keeper who can kind of take you, or another acolyte who can take you up to your room. Anyone else accomplishing anything else?
Well, in response to that, whenever I get up to my room, because right now I'm still a little untrustworthy, I'm going to go ahead and ritually cast Tiny Hut inside my room.
Okay.
And so I'm going to be sleeping in my tiny hut.
That's 10 by 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There's just enough room to do that. Okay. Sure.
Chat.
Yeah,
I'm going to go
ahead, Chad.
to Zan Falcon's room, knock on the door, see if he answers.
Yeah, I'll answer and let him in. But I'll have to pass him through the barrier or whatever.
So you enter the room, and
I see he built the pillow fort. Yeah, I see that.
yeah, you see this giant dome.
I just want to ask him, and I'm going to hold this potion in my hand and not let it go, see if he can identify this and not drink it.
See if it's something similar that I have drunk in the past. Because, I mean, you got to remember, I drink lots of things without hesitation, but I do remember what I drink.
And for reference, boom, this was the potion I got on the third key fragment we got, and it was clear is all I remember, all I have written down.
You want me to do an insight check on that?
All right. Well, he's asking you to identify it.
Oh, I'll identify. Okay. Well, then I'm going to kind of hold it in his hands as he's holding it.
Yeah, he's not.
We're going to hold hands and the vial together for friendship, yo.
Yeah.
And, I can ritualistically cast identify.
Okay. So if he's doing it as a ritual, so it's he's takes longer with it. So it takes about 10 minutes if you guys just standing there.
Hold hands for 10 minutes. I'm good. No problem.
And he does his thing. It is a potion of invisibility.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
I just kind of yawn and just blink at him a couple times and just start to snooze.
Okay. Anyone else want to accomplish anything else before going to sleeps?
I'm gonna head into the kitchen. Might be sneaking out, might not be. Gonna pack a bag of a bunch of junk. And I see a Beowulf sleeping on the table like a lazy egg. And I'm just gonna reach in his pocket, see what I find.
First of all, roll a stealth check. This is undercover at night, right? Are you doing this in the middle of the night, or are you doing as you get to your room?
We'll do this because Chitter doesn't want to see other acolytes, so we're gonna whenever they go to bed. So like right after everyone seems to have cleared.
Okay. I mean, there's almost always someone up. But I'll keep that 14. So yeah, you can make your way down. You do see Beowulf on the table, so you're going to try to pick his pockets?
Just the one pocket. Yeah.
Okay.
Beowulf sleeps with one eye open.
Well, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for straight up cash.
Okay. You make a sleight of hand check. Cooj, you can make a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay.
Caught me a pigeon.
Yeah. So, passed out in your drunk stupor. You're out. Let me see.
Don't look at my money.
Is it an absurd amount?
No.
How much? I mean, how much cash are you going for? You're just trying to rob him blind, or are you just trying to lighten his coffers? What are you going for here?
I don't want it to be too noticeable, so I think I'll just do a handful or so.
Okay.
I don't want to weaken, so
Okay.
I'll go for 35 gold.
You can easily get 35 gold.
I'm gonna go for 100 gold.
You can get about 100. That's
Score.
yeah. He might notice, but I mean he's asleep right now. But you can easily take 100 pieces out of his.
He won't notice. He's fine.
Okay. So Cooj, go ahead and yep.
Yeah, I did it. Beowulf counts his pennies.
As you're doing this,
It might have been an acolyte.
yeah. As you're doing this, you hear.
Start looking around.
Can I help you, Master Bird?
How dare you?
You see an acolyte, the tallest of that you've seen around, standing 6 foot tall in the doorway, just giving you just.
Oh, this guy. We had a drinking bet, and he couldn't hold his liquor, so I win 100 gold.
Do you need an escort to your room, Master Bird?
Not from you. See ya.
Where are you going?
Back to the room.
Okay, so you have to go past him because he's in the doorway. So you kind of
Run past him.
shimmy past him,
Excuse me. Just
and you head back up to your room, and he watches you. Okay, so if that's what everybody's doing, you get a full night's rest, whatever that means for you. You get all your hit points back, you get all your spell slots back, you regain hit dice, and the morning comes. You awaken. You all find your ways now down to the mess hall, where a Beowulf is awake and checking through his things to find that he is 100 coins less. Just kind of he's almost got all these things out on the table, like he's taking account of each and every one of them, going through his stuff because he's very greedy. And you all come down, you have a fantastic breakfast, and Satine comes through the door.
Before Satine starts opening his mouth during breakfast, as I notice that Beowulf is counting everything, I walk up to Beowulf and I open up the book and I point to the back and I ask Beowulf if he knows this knowledge and tells him that there are multiple spells back here and that he might want to check them out.
Am I able to read it and learn something, or take it for later, or how would you want me to go about it?
You can't read it.
I get a firm grasp on it. I'm not going to let you have it. I'm just...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're not able to read it.
Okay.
And as Satine walks in, I'm going to ask him if they have a shop here or people, armory, something of the nature in which that they barter goods.
We do not. However, you still have free reign of the city that you can go and explore as you would like and see fit. I believe that your next trial is going to take you to places, so you should have ample time.
I let Satine know that since he asked about those ghost wraith things, that we had that dust that we're having be analyzed by his people.
Yes, I do believe Master Cecil was looking into that. I believe he is still working on it, but he is finding progress, and we will let you know as soon as we find information to the spectral dust. And if you would like to come with me, Inna, we can hopefully cure you of your ailment before sending you on your next trial.
Perfect.
I want to call an acolyte over.
Okay.
Hey, Buster. Thanks for the continental breakfast and everything. I might be bailing out of here, but I just want to let you guys know there's some kind of weird tunnel with a label that says Underdark or something on it.
Okay.
Down in the tunnel.
What tunnels?
Oh, I mean, get me
And
more orange juice.
This is like a young kid. Like, he looks like he was probably like just, maybe he's been here a few weeks, maybe a month. His robes look like super pristine. And he's just got a super young face, and he's very puzzled and confused. What, there are tunnels?
No, I said I tunneled through all of my pancakes. Get me some more. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Sure. And he gets up and heads into the kitchen.
That was weird, I said to Chad.
Beowulf starts interrogating some of the surrounding people, acolytes, and some of our own companions on who took 100 of his gold.
Make an investigation check. Yeah, you're actually able to find the tall fellow that was there last night.
Beowulf asks him if anything happened while he was sleeping last night.
It was the bird.
You racist mother.
Beowulf quickly confronts Chitter about his missing gold.
Chitter forgets how to speak suddenly and coos.
Beowulf whaps him over the head with his staff.
Is that going to be another strength check?
Are you roll to attack? What's your AC?
14.
Yes, you whiff over his head, just whoosh.
Wave the stick angrily, like give me my money, you damn bird.
The acolyte comes back with pancakes, and I give him the pancakes.
Okay, yeah.
Take that.
Okay. So as you're having this, Satine takes you in just a couple of rooms over to an open area where there's an acolyte that is waiting. He's sitting with a chair, and there's a chair for you. Is this the one? Yes, I believe it is. You're motioned to sit, if you would like. Okay, so you sit down, and he grabs your hands. He's a little off foot by this wolf that is next to you, but he grabs your hands, and he closes his eyes, and you can see in his hand now is a diamond. It's not too big, but it is there. And as he casts and says the incantation, the diamond disappears, and you feel energy course from his hands through your body, and you feel your face start to return, and your hands, the wrinkles lose themselves, and you start to feel unaged.
Yay!
I hope that sees you much better.
It does. Thank you very much.
Anything for a future guardian. So you are now restored.
Thank you very much again.
Anytime.
Can you take like 20 years off me too?
I know, right?
So yeah, you guys finish your breakfast. Anna and Satine return, and you find yourselves around tables as Satine sits down and is ready to explain the next task. I hope that the evening has found you well, Guardians.
I'm gonna jingle the coins in my pocket. Very well.
Ah, very good, very good.
Beowulf throws a fork.
And he doesn't see any. He doesn't know what Chitter's up to. All he sees is you throwing a fork at one of the guardians.
I hope you are ready to receive your next trial. All
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. It is now time, since you have passed through the dark tunnels, to make your appearance in the city. As you are not fully guardians of Parna, yet you will still need to travel quietly to Tokar Wallow. He should be expecting you. It's always good to gain the ear of at least one of the Tokars in the city, to have a rapport, to learn the needs of the city and its leaders.
Where is he?
Tokar Wallow and all the others are in the middle of the city, where the three golden towers look over, and where most of the higher class resides.
I've been around, and I may have performed for some of these people, but any chance you can give me a map of the city?
I do not have a map currently. You could always make your way to one of the finer map establishments in the city. I'm sure that they
Are
could
your
help
scribes not learnt in this this art? Do you
No,
not
they're-
have historians?
you. No, we just dedicated ourselves to Ravorhu and his works.
So Rivor, who doesn't care what the city looks like, huh?
Anyways, as you know, the three Tokars, the wealthiest men who rise to power, due to their masses of gold, are given the powers of diplomacy, commerce, and leadership. Tokar Wallow is the most acquainted with the tradition of guardians and has happily requested your presence. He'll be expecting you this afternoon. Please. And he starts to pull from his pouch, lays them on the table. You see the signet of a silver triangle. Please take these as a symbol of your loyalty to Ravorhu if anyone to question you.
I take one.
We'll grab her.
Beowulf takes one, but also takes Chitter's and holds it hostage.
I tattle to Satine.
I'm sure you can find your way out of this like adults.
There was one for each of us.
Yes.
I take mine.
I'm gonna take mine and then spend a couple minutes seeing if I can identify it.
Okay. Yeah, you can spend this spell. You're gonna just spend the spell slot, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It is a finely crafted triangle, and it has a triangle. So it's a triangle with a triangle cut out. So it's nice like that. And it has a place, kind of like a pen. So it's like a brooch, but you can wear it. And it doesn't really have any magical properties to it, except it looks cool.
Now, Master Satine, I have a question.
Yes, young Zines.
While we were down there and we had spoken to Ruvorhu, he had mentioned about Tractyl, a red dragon, Baymax a beholder, and Gargan a frost giant. Do you know anything about this?
The dragon, no. The frost giant, yes, and the beholder, no.
Can you tell us any information about the frost giant?
There is Gargan, the frost giant. I'm not sure what you have heard, but he dwells on Sanctuary Island, which is across the bay to adjacent to Parna. Its geography has become Arctic and frost-driven over the past years. It is known that Gargan lives there by himself, and he seems to be amassing an army of beasts, although I have not heard much of late.
You say the name Sanctuary? Sorry.
Sanctuary Island. Well, if Ruvorhu has brought this up to us, clearly it's something that needs to be addressed. It may be within best interest to send word or send a scout or something to see if you can bring us back more information while we are on our trials.
Send someone to Sanctuary Island.
As close as possible. I mean, the more information we have, the better we can fulfill Ruvorhu's request.
I believe it may be possible, but it would take some time.
We still have trials we must complete.
Very well. I can send someone to research each of these, although I'm not sure the results.
Any information is better than nothing.
Then,
It'll give us a place to start.
Then we will see to it.
Thank you.
Of course. Now
Go ahead.
The way to finding Master, Tokar Wallow, I would head to the Gold Towers, and as always, be safe, stick together, and let Ruvorhu guide you. I cannot give you any other help.
The two pins Barrel picked up, he just puts them both on it and just glares at Chitter and ready to set out as soon as everybody else is.
I'm going to go up to Beowulf and have a chat with him about spoils versus what he's just taken, and tell him that he should give it to the bird.
He looks at, he understands Chad's reasoning, but he's upset that he was stolen from in the first place when he's given nothing but trust to Chitter.
I'm going to pull my axe and further discuss this with him.
So is that an intimidation?
It sounds intimidating to me.
He can roll intimidation. Yeah, you are very... This dwarf means business. You are scared, and really anything that he says right now seems like a good idea.
Is there nothing to counter that?
No, he seems like he's got a pretty good idea that you need to give it back.
Beryl hands over the pen reluctantly.
Snatch the pin.
Zanies will go ahead and stand up and start heading towards the door to lead out.
And I'm going to put my axe back.
All right.
I'm going to take the 100 gold out and put it out to Beowulf, and then snatch it away and give it to Chad, and then walk out.
I don't take any of it.
I just drop it in front of you and walk out.
Barrel picks it all up.
It's like the most pathetic little.
My money! Give it back!
You're able to recover 98 pieces of gold as some find their way into the cracks, and you're not able to get all of the 100 that you have accounted that was missing.
Oh, I had forgotten to mention, but during the night's rest, could I have read the last half of that Nature's Creed book?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then I'll just I'll stuff that in the bag of holding as well.
Okay.
I'd like to go to town and try and find a weapon shop or something, if that's cool. If that's a thing.
And Anna mentions to the group that she's noticed that different people have been looting and picking up gold and stuff, and that we probably all could use with better weapons for what's ahead. So, yeah, if anyone would like to pitch in for everyone's weapons, that'd be great.
You may follow your Kinku master to the weapon shop.
Let's go explore town. Since we have until this afternoon to go meet him and it's still kind of mid-morning, let's go check out the
Let's
market.
get some lunch.
Yeah, I definitely would look for a smithy.
Barrel looks for a let's go with Zan Falcon to the smithery.
Would that be a separate entity than a weapon shop?
Normally. Well, you've got one that normally focuses on armor and one that focuses on weapons. Armor and arms.
I would like to specifically look to see if anybody can make my great axe greater by magicking it.
Okay, let's put you into groups. So, anyone going to the weapon shop? Over here.
All I see... Okay,
Wait, no, Smithy's over here. Weapon shop's over here with Anna.
All I see is completely black. I can't see anybody except for Zan Falcon and Bearwolf. I can't see anybody
just
else.
a second. There you go. You should be able to see now.
Okay, thank you. I'm staying with my dwarf buddy.
Okay. So weapon shop and the smithy. Each group pick one person to make the investigation check, and they'll give you advantage because you're all looking.
I have +5.
I have +5.
I have 4.
X.
-2.
Just one.
So, go ahead.
Shitter, make it for our group.
You didn't roll with the advantage, Beowulf.
Just saw it.
Okay. I'm going to do small group first. So Bearwolf and Zan Falcon, as you guys leave, you take a left and you start just walking, looking for an smithy armor shop. You find the Sharper Edge, which is a nice little shop with a couple of windows. And as you walk in, there is a gruff-looking man at the... you can see a couple of bookshelves behind, and he's just kind of got his hand staring off into nothing as you enter the shop.
Beowulf nudges Zantok and like, hey, you should go talk to him. Win him over with your good charm.
Well, good day, sir. How are you today?
Fine.
Oh, I see. You're such an intelligent and well-spoken individual. We would like a little of assistance here. Maybe you could lighten up our purse a little bit, and in turn we could tell you some stories and show you some new things. I'm sure this could be a fruitful friendship that we could start today.
Are you buying?
Oh, of course. I mean, if that's what you want. And as Zen Falcon says that, he pulls out 100 gold coins and just kind of plays with them like they're poker chips and flips them in his fingers and makes them all go back into his stack and back into his sack. I would definitely love to spend some of this, if that's okay.
I've got wares. What you need?
Well, first, I've got this iron shoulder plate that I was wondering maybe if you could tell me a little bit about or ascertain any kind of value out of it.
So you put it, you just like, he's not moving. So you just like put it down on the table.
Yeah, I walk over to him and I just kind of slide it over towards him, but I make sure I push it down a little bit on the table. So I just...
Where's the rest of it?
Oh no, that's it. I was just, you know. Fine. And then with that, he pulls out a leather armor set and puts it up there too. Well, what about this as well?
What do you want me to do to it?
Well, first off, can you affix the iron shoulder plate to the leather armor, or potentially use the iron, or maybe you have something similar that could increase the durability and effectiveness of this leather armor?
I mean, I can attach it, but it won't help.
Well then, my good sir, how about we barter and you tell me what you do have available that would work.
Right. And he just lumbers off into the back. Doesn't say anything, just lumbers off. You guys wait about 5 minutes, and he comes back carrying a large, he's just dragging stuff behind him. I got shields. I got armor. I got more armor.
Oh, you're quite the salesman. Are you new here? Do you know what you're doing? Because we of course know that you have armor. We're looking for armor that's for us. Similar leatherware was what I was looking for. Do you not know who I am?
Should I?
Who doesn't?
Me?
Oh, sir, I'm of the family Pegason, and we are just some of the best bootmakers out there. I'm sure you have some of our wares somewhere in your store, do you not?
I don't sell boots. I sell armor.
Are boots not armor? Do they not armor the feet from both the road, the nature, and the travels? And maybe a stone, or maybe a plate, or a sword that you might drop on your foot. Oh, I could see. You know. I was just joking. Do you have any studded leather armor?
Yeah.
Beowulf asked about some of the more rare wares he has, if anything special are.
I mean, it's armor. Studded leather?
Do you carry any magical armor?
No.
Werewolf, I think we're wasting our time with this good fellow.
Yeah.
I think he ought to be other places. Maybe this place is just a sham. Maybe it's just, I don't know, full of cockery.
Beowulf makes a rude gesture to the poor salesman.
So are you gonna buy something?
No. And I quickly grab my iron shoulder plate that's worthless and throw it in my bag, and grab the extra set of leather armor, throw it in my bag, turn my heel, and be like, I'll show you what my family's boots are made of. And I storm out the shop, making sure that I stomp as I go, so he knows what my family's boots are like.
As I follow behind Zan Falcon, I push over a set of armor just to be that person and then shut the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
You leave and you destroy the place. You guys, are you guys gonna look for another shop?
Yeah, I want to try to find a shop since he did the investigation role last time. This time, I want to find a shop that's of magical portents that might
Yeah, I
have
agree.
armor to it that might be enchanted or could possibly enchant already existing armor.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I was going to suggest.
Yeah, you guys, it'll take you a little time to look for that because there's not one near. But you guys trek on. You're looking for that. The rest of you, let's see. Should have rolled an 18, and you guys are looking for a weapons shop, right?
No, yep.
You do find two weapons shops. One is more of a warehouse. It is the Shiny Shield. And you do find, well, it's more of a pawn shop, but you do find it, and it is you do find Galvin's goods.
It's a lot of alliteration in this town.
So you can go to the Shiny Shield, or you can go to Galvin's goods.
For Galvin's goods.
That means haggling, so sounds good to me.
Okay, which one did you choose?
Galvin's goods.
Okay. So as you walk in, you are met almost immediately by this small gnome who looks at you and goes, "Ha ha! More customers! Fantastic! How are you today?"
Quite well. How about yourself?
"I'm doing splendid. My name is Galvin Garfink, and I'm glad you came to my shop. What can I help you for?"
Well, Gavin, I, for one, am looking for some kind of bow, maybe enchanted.
"Why, I'm sure we can find you something. And what are you looking for?" And he kind of turns to you, Chad.
I'm looking for someone who can make my axe more powerful.
"I'm sure we can come up with something. Let me show you to my associate." And there's like a teenage boy kind of behind the counter. He's human, and he's standing much taller than the gnome with blonde hair. "Yes, Gavin? Can you show these wonderful people our wares and help them with anything that they need?" "Yes, I will sure try. I have to be going, but I hope you spend your gold here. It's good to see you."
Can I insight check him to see if this is like just how he always is, or if he's just like completely putting on a front?
Sure, go for it.
24.
He genuinely seems excited that you stopped by today. He is very happy to see you, and he doesn't seem to really be putting on a show.
Galvin, before you leave,
Yes.
do you sell other items that could be magical? Perhaps not just weapons, but other items or accessories?
This is the cheapest good shop that you will find. I'm sure we'll hook you up with something.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I have to be going now, but goodbye. And he exits out the door as you guys come through. So yeah, you guys can kind of peruse the different. It's set up so that there are aisles and different shelves that you can kind of look at the items, and the boy kind of comes out from around the counter and, What can I help you with?"
Well, I'm looking for either a short bow or a light crossbow, mister.
Yeah.
Same here.
Okay, yeah. Anything special about it, or you just need one?
I mean, magic doesn't hurt. Maybe
What's
purple.
you have?
I mean,
Purple is fantastic. I agree.
we've got one crossbow and a couple of short bows. Sadly, only one of the short bows is magical, and the crossbow isn't too magical. We're in between seasons right now.
Let's take a look.
So he shows you the crossbow. It is in pristine condition. It looks really nice. The price tag on it says 3 gold pieces. And the short bow, as you kind of look it over, the small description on it says that it is a +1, and it is worth 5 gold pieces.
Okay, let's see.
How much damage does the short bow do? Is it just a standard short bow?
A short bow does 1d6 plus 4, and so in this case it would be 1d6 plus 5.
Still +1 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, so that's not better than my longbow.
But it's
Can a
magical.
rogue, can a
It
rogue
is a +1.
use a longbow?
Um,
I don't think so, because people are asking about light crossbow versus short bow.
Rogues can use simple weapons, hand crossbows, long swords, rapiers, and short swords.
Where did I get a short bow?
I think, yeah, where did you get? Oh, probably from your, I don't know.
But it's funny because I think a short bow is considered a simple weapon.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, it's a simple ranged weapon.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, then you know what? I'll take that +1.
Oh, all right, you sure? And he puts his hand out.
Alright, sprinkle those. But you said 3 gold. Let's do it.
Okay.
Cool.
And he puts it in his pocket. It's yours. And he kind of hands it over to you.
Do you want to buy my old one?
Is it magical?
No. But it almost killed a troll.
I'll give you a copper
name
piece.
is Carl.
I'll give you a copper piece for it.
Never mind.
Okay.
And I'll take that crossbow.
All right. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. So you can take the crossbow, and yeah, you pay him. I think he said 5 gold.
Yeah, I can cover that for her, so I'm going to go ahead and pay that for her as well.
Okay.
And I reiterate that I'm looking to imbue my axe with magical properties.
Sadly, we don't do that here.
Who does? Where is that person?
Do you want the good guy or do you want the crazy guy?
I want the crazy guy.
Then you want the crazy wisp.
Where's the crazy wisp?
It's actually just... I'll show you when you leave.
Okay. Do they have any axes here? Do they have any great axes here?
Make a perception check. Zines, were you looking for anything?
Yeah, I want to see if, because you said they have rows and shelves of different things. I want to see if they have any jewelry.
Okay. Make a perception check. You don't see any axes. You do see like one hand axe. It's not in very good condition. Yeah, they have a couple of rings and a couple of necklaces.
Do they have any that are magical?
There is one ring that has this pattern on it. It just looks different than the others. So you can maybe... You don't know its properties, but it looks different.
Can I pick up all the rings and take them up to him and ask him what these are? or if they do anything?
I just run the shop. My employer would be the better person to ask. I'm just trying to make some coin.
How much for this one that's different?
I mean, let me see. And he kind of picks it up. He just kind of looks it over. Probably be 2 gold pieces.
And you said there was no necklaces; it was just the rings.
No, there are some necklaces.
Okay, I will take the ring. And also, are there anything unique about these necklaces?
You're asking me?
Yes.
You have to kind of check them out. You're not
Yeah,
too sure. They look.
Yeah,
they look nice.
I'll go. Yeah, I'll go up and.
Again, if they're magical, I wouldn't really know.
Can I attempt to just hold them and focus and see if I can feel anything different coming from them?
Sure. You hold them. You'd probably have to spend longer with them to find out.
How much for all of these?
Um,
I'm buying them all. So when you don't
yeah.
feel about trying to make another sale.
Well, probably 20 gold for those 3.
Really? Oh, come on! I'm buying all 3 of them. Plus, I'm getting the ring too here.
I know.
I'm gonna elbow Chad and be like, "Work your magic, man."
What, you want me to intimidate him?
I don't know. Maybe I could also persuade him.
Show him a little kindness.
You hadn't done anything wrong.
Open your heart. Yeah, I could persuade him. And be like, "Look, I mean, dude, we're locals. Can you give us a discount?"
19 gold?
You know what? My dwarf friend is feeling generous today, so I'm gonna drop it, and I'll give you 19 gold.
All right,
And
so
I'll cover this. I need-
you give it to him?
Yeah, man.
Okay, and you paid for the ring, right?
I hadn't yet paid for it yet. I was taking
Okay.
the ring. And
Well, the bird comes over and starts to drop 19 gold into his hand for the necklaces.
I'll take 2 out for the ring.
I think you missed one.
That's another one.
Anything else I can help you guys with?
Show me the wisp.
Yeah. All right. He kind of ushers you guys out, points down the road. If you go down just a bit of ways, it'll be on the left. You really can't miss it.
I have one more question.
Yeah?
What do you have for rats? Giant rats, to be specific. Check.
Put it away. Put it away. He's like very put off by this.
Fine.
I mean, I can always try to get some armor made, but it would take a few days.
You know, like a cool spiked collar, like one of those little doggy tutus people like.
Like I said, we could always get something made.
Okay. Well, can I get a quote on that?
And probably gonna be around 5 gold.
Let's do it.
All right. Come back in like
Battle rat.
4 days, and we'll see if we can shamble something together. You could pay then.
Sounds good.
All right.
And work
thanks.
on that tutu. I'll see you guys.
All right. Yeah. Take care, guys. Okay.
I head to the wisp thing.
Yeah, you guys
Follow me.
head down to the Crazy Wisp. You get in front of the Crazy Wisp, and it is the worst looking shack you've ever seen. It does. You just like these buildings are like looking nice. You get these nice shop fronts, and then there's just like this tattered, nasty, shambly looking, awful place. The door's like on its hinges, no windows, and it looks very old.
I immediately go right in.
So as you enter, you see a shambly-looking man with white frizzed-out hair, and he looks behind and he goes, "Get out! Get out of my house! Get out!"
I get out and I stand at the door and knock on the door.
He comes to the door, which is like leaning and open, and he like shuts it, and then, "Who is it?
It's me.
Who's me?"
It's Chad.
"Chad, how long have you been away?"
It seems like forever.
"Well, do come in, do come in." He opens the door to you.
I come in.
He looks at the rest of you. "Stay out. Stay."
No problem, man.
He shuts the door behind you.
While he's in there talking, can I sit down and kind of spend time with those necklaces?
Sure.
In
You
the
can
rain?
start to spend some time. How long has it been, Chad?
It's been ages. You remember how you were going to imbue that axe for me? I brought it, just like you said I should.
Oh, yes, yes. And what was I going to do to it again?
You were going to imbue it with magic of powers of the likes I've never seen before.
Oh, yeah. When was this?
Oh, don't tell me you don't remember. That would be rude.
No, I don't.
Oh, it was... Oh, man, it must have been just before that time that new building came into play.
Oh, yeah. They've been trying to get me out for ages.
Right? And I've been telling them not to. You do such fine work, and we go so far back.
Yes. Do you want some tea?
Sure.
All right. And he starts to like shamble away over to his small kitchenette that is just like wrecked. It just doesn't look good. It's dirty. There's dishes in the sink. You look in the corner and there's just like weapons laying everywhere. There's books scattered. There's candles. The place is just a mess. He comes back in about 5 minutes with some tea.
I drink it.
It is the worst tea you have ever tasted.
I try not to let on that it's the worst tea I've ever tasted.
It's good, yes?
Oh, it's delightful, just like the old times.
Yes. Well, where's the axe?
I keep an eye on it this whole time, but I hand it to him.
Well, it's like, it's bigger than him. I mean, he's smaller than you. It will take me a few days.
Can I borrow an axe just in case something happens while you're doing this?
Sure.
I don't want to put
Anything
you
for
out.
No, for you, Chad, sure.
Okay, I peruse and try and grab the best great axe I can find.
Yeah, there's one that's about similar size to yours. And it is all red. Like, just pure red.
Okay, I'll show it to him. I'm going to borrow this while you're imbuing mine.
You sure you want that one?
Why? Shouldn't I?
I mean, it'll be fine.
Okay, I take it.
Just don't spend a lot of time with it.
Okay,
Okay. I'll infuse this one then.
please. Just like you said, it'd be great.
Just like I said, yeah. 3 days.
3 days. Okay.
3 days.
3 days. Got it.
3 days.
3 days. Yeah, okay, I'll be right back.
All right. Take care, Chad, and remember, tell Millicent the Deficient hello.
Absolutely. She's been asking about you.
I knew it. Maleficent, of course.
And I walk out.
Take care. And he
Bye-bye.
he shuts the door.
Jitter notices his new ex-friend. How'd that go?
He's working on kindness.
Whatever.
I got a loner. I think all the loners are red. I don't know. I don't understand.
Yeah, it's like almost like painted red, but when you like try to like rub it, it's like really shiny. So it's just completely, and it feels good in your hands, feels balanced. You don't notice anything else right away.
I have no way of inspecting this. I don't know how to do that, so.
Yeah. Okay. What else is your group doing?
I'm settled for now.
I'm good.
I'm spending time with the necklaces and rings, so I'm kind of like, I've got like one hand on Chad's shoulder now, and the other one I'm holding the rings and the necklaces with, like looking at them. So Chad's kind of like, he's my seeing eye dwarf right now, guiding me while I hold these.
It's like how my wife and I walk when we're looking at the phone. We hold each other's arms and guide each other through the traffic.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
You should probably go find the others.
Sounds good.
Okay. So yeah, you guys start to. Where are you guys heading? Because you don't know where the others are.
Well,
We should
we
start
should
heading
all-
towards the towers.
we'll meet at the tower eventually. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you start heading towards the center of the city, where these 3 large gold towers reside. X and Cooge, looking for another weapons shop. You stumble across Goodwin's Goods.
I look at Zen Falcon and kind of like, hey, do you think we'll get the same kind of service we got at the last place?
My good sir, I hope not. Ha ha
So
I'm kind of over it, so I'm just going to walk into the shop
Yeah.
and just
All right.
walk right in.
You enter in, and it's a large establishment. There's multiple floors, but as you walk in, there is a desk to the right with a small gnome that you see, and hello, welcome.
Well, hi. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
Well, that's fantastic. I'm fantastic. You're fantastic. I'm
You look
fantastic.
fantastic.
Oh, you look fantastic.
Thank you for coming to Goodwin's Goods.
Thank you for having us. Are you Goodwin?
I am Goodwin.
Do you have goods?
I do.
Are they
Now,
good?
don't tell me you've been to Galvin's today.
No.
Fantastic.
I hear that place is a dump compared to this one.
He's a dump. So is Gardens and Garments and Garmans. This is
Wow.
the only good shop you should come to.
I'm glad we're here.
Me too. What can I do you for?
Well, we've got a lot of things, so I'm hoping you could help us out. But first,
course.
do you carry a certain brand of apparel, maybe? Like Pegasus boots, perhaps?
Pegasus boot. Are you?
No. I just know them. See, I've got a pair. I just love
guys.
them.
Yes, we do carry Pegasus boots.
Fantastic. Well, while we're looking for a couple pairs of those, I've also got some things to sell and some things to buy. You see, myself being a fantastic entertainer and having to be spry, I need light armor, leather feeling really good on me, but I would like something that maybe provides a little bit more defense, that we say. And I understand that I'm willing to pay good money for good defense.
Ah, I've got just the thing. And for you, he turns to you, Beowulf, what can I do you for?
I'm looking for essentially looking for the same thing. I'm looking for some better armor, more of.
What have we got you guys in right now? What are you wearing?
Well, right now I'm wearing the last year's line of just plain leather armor. It was actually fitted specifically for me from the Pegasus family. They must have enjoyed one of my wonderful shows, you know. So they paid me in this armor.
Ah, well, if you're looking to upgrade, I would definitely take that off your hands.
Oh,
I could pair that with a nice set of boots.
that might be the case, but yes, let's go ahead and look. You know, I need something magical though. Something, you know, this fits so nice. I'll need something that's definitely much better.
All right, just a second. And he comes down, and you see him come around the desk, and he's only like 2 foot tall. So he like scurries and he pulls his stool with him. And he starts to get his measuring tape out and starts to measure you guys. So you stand there while he kind of gets you out of your current armor so we can get the right measurements. We could definitely make something for you better than this regular armor that you're wearing. It will take some time. I'm sure we can infuse it with some magical property. It will cost more, but what are you looking for?
Well, Barrel points out that he's not wearing just regular armor. He's wearing the stud leather armor of acid resistance. So he was wondering if you could possibly keep some of that ability while also upgrading in the same sense.
I do have an enchanter. To add to that would be quite a pretty penny, but we can get it done.
Money's not an option, or price isn't.
Object.
The object, yeah.
Oh, all right. What would you like to add to your current armor?
Something's gonna take a little more meat to it, so I can withstand a little more attack, or just a little more damage. I don't know how to say that.
Well, I'll see what we can do. Do you trust me?
Yeah, I trust you.
All right. Well, I'll get this off to our enchanter.
All right.
All right. And for you, what are you looking for?
You know, I would like something that maybe could help deflect range attacks and give me a little bit of magical resistance.
All right. Do you trust me?
Sure. And I hand him the other set of leather armor that I have on me. That looks very similar to the set that I have on, except the set that I hand him, I've cast my prestidigitation thingy, and it's like pristine now. It's like so clean, so it looks amazing.
You wish to sell this?
No. Well, of course, if you already have armor ready for me that would help deflect the blows and such. If not, you can enchant this.
Oh, yeah, I can. Does it fit you? Because I was just gonna make you a new set.
Oh, then make me a new set. That's fine.
All right, fantastic. So
then this perfectly pristine, clean set I would love to sell.
All right. How much?
You know, I think it would look fantastic in that front window for, you know, let's say just 150 gold.
It's a bit steep for armor, don't you think?
Look how amazing it is and pristine. This is almost ancient armor that have...
But I've got to turn a profit.
Okay, you twisted my arm, good fellow. Let's just say 100 gold, shall we?
It's still fair. Nah, it's all right.
Oh, I'm sure you could get 350 gold for this fine, pristine leather armor.
I don't think you know much about armor prices, do you?
Of course I do. I've been everywhere.
And how much have you seen a piece of armor for? A full set?
Why, my family, some people I performed for once sold a pair of boots for 1,000 gold.
And did they do anything special?
Of course,
Oh,
the fellow could get up and jump up and click his heels. Just click his heels a couple times.
Noble prices, if we're talking noble prices, but I don't serve any nobles here.
Well, then maybe we could use it as barter. Instead of instead of putting a price tag on it, let's think about the worth of it as a material for future business opportunities for such a fellow of your stature.
I'll tell you what. You give me that armor, and the new set that I make for you will have a discount, I guarantee it.
As the shopkeeper mentioned nobles, Beowulf kind of covered up his insignia on one of his pens.
Can I roll an insight or even?
Sure. Yeah, you can roll
perception?
insight. Roll
Oh, they're
insight
both
to
the
see
same. Okay.
to see. You believe that he's gonna give you a hefty discount.
Okay, I'm gonna pass that armor, the pristine armor, to him.
I will get this on my shelves, and we're making a set of armor for you, and we're going to infuse. My memory. I'm sorry. So we're adding magical resistance,
Yes.
and we're
Well, you
trying
see,
to make it.
Some of my
better.
gigs don't go, shall we say, as entertaining as others. So I need some armor that I could wear on stage and do my acrobatics and tricks and performances that could maybe deflect range attacks, such as, something a little bit more hardy than tomatoes. And maybe could prevent a couple of hexes here and there from the magical folks in the audience that may want to, harass me if they didn't quite like my jokes.
Understand. So, studded armor for you, new studded armor for you, and a magical resistance. And for you, we're going to take that studded armor that is already acid resistant and add to it, correct?
Yes.
All right. Well, it's going to take probably a week or so to get my enchanter on this. We are in the busy season, but I do believe I can have it for you in 7 days.
Using my persuasion and 20 gold, I'll ask him if he can rush that order and get it to us within 2 days.
Beowulf throws on top an extra 100 gold.
Okay, so 120 gold.
And my persuasion.
Make a persuasion. I 2 days it is!
Yes. Thank you, my good sir. Oh, by the way, I noticed that your shop is rather large. Do you have anybody learnt in the ways of archaic knowledge?
It depends on what you're looking for. I try to have everything for my customers.
I grabbed the Summoning Chaos book and I just quickly flip through to something that might have some pictures, illustrations drawn in it, and I just shove it in his face and be like, "Oh, I need somebody that could tell me a little bit about this."
That goes beyond me. I'm sorry. I can send you to one of the book merchants that I do have an in with.
Oh, fantastic. And I'll make note of that. But before we conclude our business, I hold up a mysterious gem that I have been carrying around, all 8 of them, and I just kind of flick it in my finger and just say, "Have you ever learnt of anything or saw anything like this before?"
Ooh, what you got there is very, very expensive.
Yes, I understand that, but do you know what it is?
I mean, I don't work with gems. I just know that that's worth a lot of money.
Oh, fantastic. That's what I like to hear. So who would I see about books at a later time?
I would head over to Pioneer's Pages.
Fantastic. Thank you, good sir. This
You're
has been
welcome.
most excellent.
And remember that you always want to come back to Goodwin's Goods. Not Galvin, not Garden, not Garmin, no Garmin, but Goodwin. Come back to Goodwin's Goods.
Oh, it's good.
It's very good. I will get that leather armor for both of you gentlemen, and I will have it ready in 2 days.
Beowulf high fives the tiny little man.
Very good, and thank you.
I give him a beaming, like, teethful smile and just a ching as we walk out the door.
Yeah, and he just kind of pockets the money and just, have a good one, be very well. All right, so you guys leave. Where are you heading now?
If we have enough time before we hit the shop, if there's any kind of books and maps on the way there, I would definitely detour for that, or just make a quick stop.
Make an investigation check looking for the map shop. Looking around, you're not, from where you are at in the city, you're not really able to find any map shops as of now.
Beowulf suggests, since we can't find something of that sort, then we just go meet up at the towers.
You're able to ask people, and you know that there's one map maker in town. He's at the far south near the ports, which is nowhere near where you are right now.
I'll stop and see if there's someone traveling near us, like right there. You know, I assume that this is a busy little area. They just said that they were extremely busy right now in the shop, and see if they know how far Pioneer's Page is from our current location.
Hello? Pioneer's Pages, you say? I've never heard of it.
Are you certain? Have you been here long?
Been in Parna all my life. Just, there's no Pioneer's Pages.
I'm gonna turn around and head back towards the door of Goodwin's Goods.
All right. You can come in, and there are definitely more customers that Goodwin is attending to. Hello, I'll be with you in a second, gentlemen.
Oh, we don't want to tarry long and stop you from doing your most excellent work. I was just curious, where
Just 1
is...
second.
No, Pioneer's Pages, where is it?
Beowulf runs over and picks up the tiny little man, starts shaking him.
And the customers don't take well to this. So one starts to send a punch your way and misses, and the other tries to get you in the gut and misses. Put him down! Put him down! Put me down! Put me down!
Beowulf sets them down, but wants some clear answers from him.
Pioneer's Pages, it's down that way and to the right.
Which way to the right?
Take a left and go to the right.
How far down?
I don't know, it's like a few buildings. Shh.
So you're gonna get us this armor today?
No, get it in 2 days. You were just here like 5 minutes ago.
My good sir. Okay. And I walk out, take a left.
I
Go down to the
remember
right.
always Goodwin's Goods. All right, yeah. You guys make your way down to Pioneer's Pages, and because we're running, that's what we'll call it for tonight. So you guys are on your way to Pioneer's Pages, while everyone else makes their way to the Golden Towers in the center of the city.